obstacles to the progress of his work. The city was almost wholly giving up to idolatry. This is an actual picture of ancient Corinth, and you see here the ruins of the Temple of Apollos, one of the key deities of the Greeks, and were adopted also by the Romans. And you see a hill. This hill, even to this day, is called the Acrocorinth. Acrocorinth means high Corinth. In those days, if you were attacked and you were living down here, the place to go and run and save your life was to go up there. There was a citadel with walls, easily defended. There was a lot of water and food up there. So if you saw the enemy coming, you will run uphill. Now, what was also there inside the Acrocorinth was the temple of Venus, ancient Aphrodite. This temple had at least 1,000 prostitutes, male and female. So if you wanted to worship Venus or Aphrodite, you will go there and you have to have sex with those prostitutes. And you have to provide an offering. The offering could be in gold, silver, or you will provide animals for sacrifice. And these are the same animals that after they sacrificed them, they were taken below and sold in the market, in the agora. And obviously, if you were a Christian, you always had the question, should I eat from those sacrifices to heathen gods? I'm providing all of this to you so you get more, I will say, bring to reality what actually the background is for the book or the epistle of 1 Corinthians. In preaching the gospel in Corinth, the apostle followed a course different from that which he had marked his labors in Athens. Paul arrived to Corinth only after 3 months that Paul was in Athens. See, when Paul went to Athens, he used a special technique for his sermon. He basically preached only a big sermon there. He preached in the synagogue, but to the Greeks, he basically did only one big sermon, which is documented in the book of Acts, if you have time this afternoon. And he used a lot of logic because these philosophers, use science and philosophy. So he prepared himself to preach using philosophy, using science. But after doing that fantastic sermon, if you read it, only 2 people accepted the truth. And after that happened, he moved to Corinth and changed his tactics. The way Paul will preach in Corinth is not the same way he preached in Athens. And this is why you see here in this verse, as Paul said in 1 Corinthians 2:2-5, this is what he told the Corinthians. For I resolved to know nothing while I was with you except what? Jesus Christ, and him crucified. I came to you in weakness and fear, not like a scientist. And with much trembling, my message and my preaching were not with wise and persuasive words, but with a demonstration of the Spirit's power, so that your faith might not rest on men's wisdom, but on God's power. How do you know a city or a town places high esteem on men's wisdom? Easy. Look at the downtown and search for a college or university. Whenever a town spended a lot of money for building teachers and have a college, the city or town you live in gives high regard to human wisdom. And that was the case in Corinth, that was the case in Athens. That's the same situation in Gainesville. It's the same situation in St. Augustine. We have a college here.